Guys, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Kiki 2025 True Crime. So sorry about all the mix up. Oh my word. Whew. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. It has been a wild ride out in space. I'm telling you, I've never had so much trouble. Like, I was in the middle of talking in the last one, which was the second time around, and y'all just quit chatting, and I was like, okay, nobody's here. And then the next thing I know, when I type in chat, it says it's gone, poof, bye. So I'm gonna come in and say hi to you guys. Let's start this all over. Evidently I didn't have my nose open right, my mouth open right, hold my mouth right, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about today. I'm so tired. Okay, guys. Hi, Don Emery, Daisy Duke, number 2. Thank you, Leslie, keeping it real, number 5. Thank you so much. Daisy Duke, me and you. Hello, hello, girlfriend. Kathy Gordon. Hello, Rhonda D. Winter. Now my voice is going to go out. Watch this. Let's see. TJ. Hello, TJ. We rode in space for a long time, didn't we? YouTuber is here. Yay. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. I'm going down the line, guys. And hello to everybody. I always like to do that. We don't have a big community, so it's easier to do that. All right, now that I've got my hellos in order, please, y'all don't disappear on me again. Yeah, please. Yeah, I know. I've got to do that, Daisy. I've got to get Rhonda. Yes. I'm getting there. Lord have mercy. I am stressing. Hello, Lori. Come on in. Trying to get everybody time to come in. Grace, I think Grace may have caused me my issues. I'm playing. Grace is nowhere to be found, sister. I don't know what she's doing. I haven't talked to her lately. But we are going to put our disclaimer up. This is our Fair Use Act disclaimer, and it is for commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, education, teaching, and or scholarship. Okay, that is our disclaimer to let you guys know that this is for speculation and in our opinions only. We are not the court of law. Hello, Teresa Stott. Hello, we see Buzzy. Hi, Buzzy. Come on in. Take a seat. We're going for a ride today. Like I was saying earlier, guys, I watched Lolly last night, and I hope and pray to the good Lord above, I got to text her and let her know that I am not copying her. I'd already had a show planned with some TikTok material, but there is a video, and it's funny because I think we think alike. Me, her, and Lady Freedom think a lot alike. It's wild. And there was, hi, Busy Mama, come on in. Thank you guys for welcoming everybody. And there was some TikToks I found. Like I said, you can't find a lot of the old videos on YouTube any longer because they've taken them down, right? So we have to go over to TikTok to find our old videos of Mr. Proudfoot. So let's see here. We're going to get started. And another thing I wanted to show you guys, and I hope and pray to the good Lord above, I got it pulled up. Hang on. Please tell me I've got it pulled up. I don't think I do. Okay, the one important thing that I wanted to pull up. Hang on, guys. Let me find something. Can you guys give me a few seconds just to find something and we'll get started, okay? Because this one thing was very important. and it's on Voices of Truth. So let me pull this up. I'm going to hit mute. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Thank you, Lord, I found it. Because it's very important. I wanted to start out by showing this video. Hello, Seclusion. Come on in. Bonjour. Daisy Duke. I'm hoping I said hello to you. Um, Anyways, my mind is all over the place today. Um, Welcome in. Yeah. Relax, get your coffee, Coke, tea, enjoy. Um, Anyways, what I was looking at was on Voices of Truth, guys. They done a video the last time about Texas Roadhouse, and there was two gentlemen. Okay, need to go watch that. Two gentlemen that went in Texas Roadhouse went out within, I think, 3 minutes time. Okay, but they're not the ones that I'm paying attention to because they have already actually drawn attention to that. Okay, what I've seen, and it could possibly, everything's alleged, okay? We're just trying to look at what we see and commentate. It looked as though a girl, it may have been a worker carrying shoes out. Put a one in chat if you have ever seen on the outside Texas Roadhouse footage of Sebastian Wendrick Rogers, okay, and Katie. Put a one, guys, okay, if you've ever seen a girl carrying shoes out of Texas Roadhouse, because I have not. It's almost like new people pop up every time that you watch the footage, in my opinion. You have, Rhonda. You have. You've seen it. I always thought that was kind of odd, in my opinion, too. Man, you've never seen it. Okay. I want you guys to watch this. We are going to put our banner up for the fair use. Okay, we are going to give credit to Voices of Truth. Okay. Don't think I have to turn on any music, but one, it happens very quickly. Okay. The men, yes, Seclusion, it does resemble shoes. And I'm hoping I can make my screen as big as I can so that you guys can see it. But look very closely. I'm going to play it like 2 or 3 times, that little segment. Hello, Maui Thun, come on in. And let you guys see what I'm talking about. And it could be a worker. You know, we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. But, you know, I wanted to draw attention to that because it's kind of odd that you'd carry shoes. And it doesn't look like she has Texas Roadhouse clothing on, in my opinion. She does have black leggings on. But why would, I don't understand. It's just really strange. I'm going to pull that up. We're going to go over a lot of stuff. Hang on. Let's get this pulled up. This was from Voices of Truth the other night. Y'all go watch them. It could have been a spare pair of shoes. Seclusion. It could have been a worker. Hello, Lisa King. Come on in. But I just realized that I had never seen it. Hello, Bless. Come on in. I had never seen that. Okay. Right here, guys. This is when the men come out. That's what hindsight was saying at 15:33. It happens very quickly, okay, and I'll try to pause it. But at 15:43, I think it's right after the men come out or right before the girl comes out, and she has what looks to be, hello town chat, come on in. What looks to be a pair of shoes, in my opinion. Okay, so let's play that clip. I'm going to hit mute so that way you don't hear my dog barking in the background, and let you all see what I'm talking about, and I'll play it 2 or 3 times over.
Under 3 minutes.
But keep in mind that most of that was in the foyer because they walked into the restaurant at, if I believe, 18:14:51. So here it is, less than a minute later, they're already back outside.
And some could say, oh, they went in.
A magnifying glass. Can you see? Hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Memo. Come on in. Is it dark? Oh, I wish I could pull it up bigger. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. I don't want to mess it up. Let's see if I can pull it up bigger for you guys. Let's see. Okay. See if that helps. Let's see. Let me go back on my live stream. Can y'all see? Is that better? I think that should be better for you guys. Okay. This girl right here is what I was talking about. And like I said, she could be a worker. Okay. But it looks like maybe a key fob in the left hand to me. And in my opinion, and in the right hand, it looks like a pair of shoes, in my opinion. Okay. Happens very fast. I'll pause it.
To see if,
Okay. What do you guys think that is? Does it look like a pair of shoes? Hit 1 in the chat if you think it's a pair of shoes. Me and you, is it somebody that you think it is? Me and you can email me. Looks like shoes. 1 for a pair of shoes, 2 for something else. I wonder why nobody's ever mentioned shoes when, allegedly, Sebastian, I know he had shoes on. Hello, Dot. When he walked out of Texas Roadhouse. Okay, non-slip work sneakers. So, it could have been a worker. It was just odd to me. I mean, I would think that you would have a bag. It looks like they are solid black. And it could be work shoes. I don't want to spread any kind of misinformation or anything like that. Lord knows. But, this case has been long, and I just seen this. I did not even realize this before. Hello, Selena Dixon. Come on in. I used to be a cashier, and I always had 2 pairs of shoes. I never used a bag. I just left them in my car. Okay. So it could be a worker, guys. But let's also play. I'm going to go back. And what hindsight was pulling up was these 2 men came from behind the bushes back there, went in Texas Roadhouse. Okay. Top of the shirt, there's a collar. Okay, I'm going to have to scroll in on this, but I don't know how to do it with StreamYard. And they came out. It looks like they may have held the door open for her. I just thought it was strange. It may not be nothing. We're doing alleged in our opinions, but let's let's play these guys back also, guys. I want to skip back to and listen to hindsight. Okay. We're going to skip back and listen. This is where the guys are walking in, and the time is 8:12.
Here they come.
It would be so
Walking.
nice if they just walked, 4 feet below that so we could see the faces, but it's like the
Right.
faces are cut off right at the top. And then over here, it's cut off right by that awning.
Yep. And you can't see anything. That awning is just detrimental to so much more of what we need to see going into that doorway. Now we're going to switch over. This is when they come out, which is 18:15:33. So they were in there under 3 minutes.
But keep in mind that most of that was in the foyer because they walked into the restaurant at, if I believe, 18:14:51. So here it is less than a minute later. They're already back outside.
And some could say, oh, they went in to see if, it was crowded, or they decided not to stay, or, is that possible? Absolutely.
Okay, we're
Do
going
we
to go back.
feel that
And I'm
is
going
the
to play the
reason?
girl one more time.
Personally,
It
in
could
my
be a
opinion,
worker. Y'all look close.
Here it's cut off right by that awning.
Yep, and you can't see anything. That awning is just detrimental to so much more of what we need to see going into that doorway. Now we're going to switch over. This is when they come out, which is 18:15:33. So they were in there under 3 minutes.
But keep in mind that most of that was in the foyer because they walked into the restaurant at, if I believe, 18:14:51. So here it is less than a minute later. They're already back outside.
And some could say, oh, they went in to see if, it was crowded, or they decided not to stay.
Okay. Hello, Broken Branch. You also saw someone in the video. Me and you, I need you to email me what you think too, huh? I just wanted to show you guys that. It could be someone that is working there that needed a change of shoes. Who knows? But one more time, let's play her walking through, and this time I'm going to try to pause it.
Here it's cut off right by that awning.
Yep, and you can't see anything. That awning is just detrimental to so much more of what we need to see going into that doorway. Now we're going to switch over. This is when they come out, which is 18:15:33. So they were in there under 3 minutes.
But keep in mind that most of that was in the foyer because they walked into the restaurant at, if I believe, 18:14:51. So here it is less than a minute later. They're already back outside.
And some could say, oh, they went in to see if, it was
Okay. Hello, Magic Star. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a worker that was working? Does she look? They also have a bar. I know a lot of people that would go eating places just for the bar. True. But, unless it's a worker, in my opinion, I think it's very odd that somebody has shoes unless yeah, it might be a worker. But just wanted to show you guys that because I've never seen that. And I'm going to play some more things for you guys. It could be a departing worker. Yes. Yes. Let's see here. Hang on just a second, guys. Hang on. Okay, guys, sorry. People who have been on their feet know you always have two pairs of shoes. You don't wear the same tennis shoes that you wear outside all day to work because your feet are going to hurt. Okay, so I just wanted your all's opinion. So we think that is a worker. So we will count that off. Um, I just always want to be vigilant and looking at every little thing. We never know. Okay, let's see here. This is going to be credit to hindsight again. I'm going to type that in. Hello, Panda Bear's mom. And we're going to play this clip right here, okay? Let me get the Voices of Truth off. Okay, first off, we're going to talk about, before I play anything else, we're going to talk about stepdads, okay? And there are good stepdads, right? Magic Star. Every single detail could be a clue that leads to finding Sebastian. True. True, true, true. We're going to talk about a toxic stepdad because there's good and bad in mom and dads, okay? And a toxic stepdad exhibits controlling behaviors, resentment towards his stepchildren, favoritism, emotional manipulation, and can create. TJ, you're a step parent. You're a good one, I'm sure. Can create a hostile environment within the blended family. See, Leslie says, my stepdad was great. He even adopted me. There are great step parents, that step up to the plate. And I commend them for that. But we're talking about a toxic one. Okay? These actions harm a child's well-being, erode family trust, and may involve physical or emotional outbursts, right? Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards addressing the issue, which might involve setting boundaries, seeking outside support, and establishing a safe place. Yes, hardest thing in the world, in my opinion, is to be a step parent. A toxic stepdad has control issues, demanding immediate obedience and respect, trying to take over discipline from the biological parent and controlling the children's actions and environments, resentment and jealousy, showing contempt or resentment for their spouse's biological children, viewing them as competition, or being overly jealous of the attention they receive. Yes, there are toxic steps on both sides, sometimes, in my opinion, yes. Using emotional manipulation or making the child feel that they are in the wrong to control them. Treating biological children with more value or affection than stepchildren, or showing clear bias towards one set of children. Discouraging co-parenting. Discouraging or criticizing their spouse for communicating with the children's biological father. Emotional neglect or outburst. Failing to provide basic emotional needs like validation or affection, or exhibiting explosive anger and emotional instability. Invalidating feelings, laughing off or downplaying a child's discomfort or dismissing their concerns as unimportant. So, who do we know that sounds like that? That makes fun of people, in my opinion. Daisy Duke says it is, but to be a step parent, this is TJ. The children look at you different at first, and you always compare to their biological. That's true. I've heard that. Leslie, keeping it real, says magic. That's great. My stepdad was the only dad I've known. My bio dad split when my mom was pregnant with me. Mama says my stepmother saved my life, really, from my dad. Wow. Yeah, Rhonda. I know. In my opinion, CP. Well, we're going to listen to some videos, guys. And these are from TikTok. Okay. So I want you guys to listen to this. There are good and bad step parents, period, biological, in my opinion. Let's see here. We're going to talk about where was Chris Proudfoot. Okay, this is an old one. Let me get it on the stage. Let's do this. This is from Hindsight, but it is a segment from JLR. But this is Hindsight's video.
Also told by a reliable source, folks, that Christopher Proudfoot worked as a crane operator in Memphis. His employer told him not to return to work until this is all sorted out. And that's kind of interesting when an employer basically is letting a employee go and saying, I don't think you should come back here until this is all sorted out. Why is that? Well, my sources have told me investigators are went to the job site where Christopher worked at to talk to employees, to talk to the employer, to try to get surveillance footage. Because the alibi, if Christopher has one, who claims he was in Memphis, out of town in Memphis, is sketchy to me. It's sketchy, most likely to law enforcement. It's probably sketchy to a lot of you. We want to find this young boy, right? This is interesting right here, and I want to share this because Christopher Proudfoot, responded to someone on Facebook in reference to where he was at, and I want to share this. I want to share this right here, and it says, Christopher, were you in Memphis all week until Katie called saying he was missing, or did you go back and forth? This is Christopher's response. I cannot the details of the dates, but I can say that I was away from the house for a while and returned home as soon as I could from Memphis. Why can't you give details of the case? What is so secret about Christopher revealing where he was at and how he went back and forth? What is the problem here? Why can't he give details? Why can't he? Law enforcement told him not to. No, you would think you would share to the public and the world and everybody where you were at all times and any information that can help this young boy. But it's like the secrecy now is starting to, they're tightening. Trust me.
Okay, guys, so there we are. There he was talking about how it was just odd in our opinions that, some think that CP was in Memphis and some think that he was at home. And I heard something last night, actually on a live, that said, Chris always used law enforcement, told me to evade answering the hard questions. I agree, Medic Star. But I heard something last night, I think it was last night, that said it was deception detective. And he said when a person is lying, and we're saying alleged, okay, when they are allegedly lying, they always bring up the number 3. Okay. So Katie searched for 3 minutes, right? Chris was 3 hours and some odd minutes away. There's always the number 333. Are you guys still here? Because my chat is slowed down. I want to make sure because that's what happened last time when it just went blank. And then also, Seth was in a chat. There y'all are. Yeah. TJ. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. last night in Lady Freedom's chat, one thing I never heard before was that Seth also stated that Sebastian did not have a door handle on his door. He did have a door, but he said he did not have a door handle, is what he had typed in chat. And that is a issue with someone that's trying to punish or control someone, in my opinion. Okay, he's 15 years old. And whether he is autistic, I could see if he wasn't like a functioning autistic person where he couldn't do anything alone. But, seclusion, it's very odd. But he was highly functioning. So you would give him privacy, I would think, And then another thing that stood out to me was, we've heard, there was now it's called a bang that came from his room. It was first a thud. That's what I'm saying, Rhonda. How would the door stay shut? When my granddaughter was little, I had to lock backwards on her door so she couldn't lock me out. Yeah, good idea, And with little kids, I don't want them in a room with the door locked and I can't get to them. But with teenagers, why would you take the door handle? Come on, Chris. Can you pick on somebody else besides Sebastian, in my opinion? Could you not? I mean, it's just control freak, in my opinion. But one of the other things I was thinking about, they said bang, thud, whatever. Okay. And this channel was saying that if you listen, and I got to find the video, but if you listen to CP, he is saying something to the effect of the different doors. And here, baby. Sorry, my little one's here with me. He was saying something about the doors to the outside and said that you can pretty much narrow down the doors from what they're talking about, okay? And he says in one of the clips, and I couldn't find it, I'll have to. It's been a crazy day. But something about if he went out the window, then he would land in the mulch, right? In the mulch, in the bushes, right? Well, guys, if he landed, in my opinion, say, someone came to that window. So he did not have a handle or no bedroom door at all. Also kind of confused. No, I looked and made sure because I screenshotted the chat, and it says Seth says that he didn't have a door handle, that he had a door but not a door handle. Hang on just a second, guys. I am so sorry. Sorry, guys. My little one. Yeah, I'm muted, Memo. I am so sorry. Oh, my goodness. My little one's wanting all my time and affection right now. So, but I'm going to finish this. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, I hope you can hear me. But what I was saying was that one of the things that I was thinking about is they talked about if he went out a window, then he would have landed in mulch. Okay? And the screen would have fell out. So, y'all, what was that thud? Was there a thud? Was there a bang? I mean, we don't even know. We do not know. Thank you, Sharon. All good. Thank y'all. I'm so sorry. I hate to pause and y'all have to wait on me, but I have to take care of the little one and I'm all thrown off today. Okay, let's play the next video clip and I will give credit and everything to all these. Okay, we're going to play this one. What really happened during the 3-hour phone call. Okay. What really happened during the 3-hour phone call, and this is credit to Jen, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And this is on TikTok. Also, let me pull this up. Yeah, I put Jen on TikTok. We're going to play this right here, guys. Hang on. Let's push play.
And Mr. Proudfoot the night. So what do you make of a 3-hour conversation held between Mrs. Proudfoot and Mr. Proudfoot the night Sebastian disappears?
The 3-hour phone call bothers me because, again, that's a long time to be on the phone. And, you're hearing your son supposedly, he's answering you supposedly during that time, but you don't go check on him at all. Did somebody leave their phone just on while they went and did something else? I don't know. But I agree with Joe Scott. The electronics are going to tell the story. When his mama first entertained the idea that somebody had him, what did she base that on? His phone's not missing. He didn't take shoes, didn't take clothes, didn't take money, nothing on his cell phone, nothing on his computer says that he's been talking to anybody. I mean, she's entertaining something that we have no facts for.
Well, I'm concerned about and you're right. Whenever I hear inconsistent statements, as I've discussed many, many times in front of juries, it's one thing to add or embellish your original statement because maybe you weren't asked the right questions first time around. Maybe you remembered something in addition, triggered by questions. But when you change your story, that's a problem.
Okay, there we go, guys. Yeah. 3 hours is about how long it would take CP to drop there, just saying. In our opinion. Yep. So I thought that was interesting. There was some more videos I wanted to show you guys. And one, y'all remember the one where he makes fun of, he makes fun of, what is that movie? You know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Drawing a blank. Where they talk about mustard, whatever. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to pull the next one up, guys. Sling Blade. Yes. Thank you, TJ. Good grief. My brain. Magic, I estimated at 80 miles an hour all the way 1 hour, 45 minutes. Really seclusion. And most of those interstates in that area, I would think, is about 70, 75 mile per hour speed limit, in my opinion. Okay. Let's see who to give this credit to. I can't even see it myself. Let's see, we're going to play this, and this is him calling in. I think this is hindsight. No, crimes and canines. What's up? Gosh, it's really low. Y'all try to listen really close here.
Panel and did multiple voice changes.
I'm going to push mute so y'all can hear. I'm going to try to turn the volume up.
Spoke about Sebastian like he had no idea who he was. I feel like Chris Proudfoot is just trolling the people that have panels now. Last night he called into a panel and did multiple voice changes, spoke about Sebastian like he had no idea who he was. Just weird things. And I understand he gets bored at work, but why troll the people that are looking for your stepson? So here's a snip of the clip from last night. You can find this live on Late Night with Bambi the Manatee on YouTube.
The mic is hot.
I heard y'all giving away them T-shirts. What's that boy's name? Sebastian.
Yes. Well, not me. Duchess, yeah.
Oh, how you gonna get one of them shirts out? I mean, what do you got to do?
You go to her channel, and on Sunday, she's having a show, and she will give you a code, and then you can contact the maker of the shirt.
Oh, is there any way you can do it a little easier than that? I mean, I ain't a smart feller. I mean, I can know how to call a number, but I don't know how to do any of that old fancy stuff y'all was talking about doing. I don't understand that. I mean,
Well,
I like mustard biscuits myself, but I don't think everybody else likes that either. But hey,
I'm sorry, did you say mustard and biscuits?
yeah, mustard biscuits like mustard and French fries. Y'all don't eat that over?
I don't put mustard on my biscuits. No, maybe some honey.
Oh, you got to try it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it's something else. I mean, just mustard goes good on everything. Tater salad, tater tot, taters. I mean, it's good. You missed out.
I assume you've seen the movie Sling Blade.
No, not at all. What's that movie called? You said Charles Sling Blade?
Mm-hmm.
What's a sling blade? I know what a Kaiser blade is, but I don't know what a sling blade is.
Well, I tell you, I can do you one easy. I can text you and maybe get you a t-shirt out that way.
Well, I ain't got one of them fancy phones that everybody be punching away on. I'm calling you on a landline. We actually have rotary down here.
Uh-huh.
Well, I live out in the sticks. I mean, you're talking about Sling Blade, and I call it Kaiser Blade. I think two totally different things, so I'm not sure.
So, guys, he even mentioned Sebastian. Okay? Even mentioned Sebastian there. Why, with your child missing, do you go on and play like you're somebody else that's mentally challenged, in my opinion, from a movie? And this, it just makes me aggravated. Okay, Leslie. See you in a minute, hon. Okay, let's play this other channel right here on TikTok. Thank you, Memo. Sorry, I feel like this is a big epic fail today because I've been all over the place and pausing and everything else. Okay, right here, let's play this. I want to see who to give credit to. Let's see here. Put on stage. Let's take the banner off. This may be hindsight again. Not sure. Let me see. Let me see who we're giving credit to. Okay, hindsight. I want you guys to read this and watch this closely. It's going to be hindsight's video again on TikTok, guys. Yeah, it's all game to CP and he thinks it's funny in your opinion. I agree. It's internet, I swear. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you guys for saying I'm doing a good job. Sometimes I feel like I'm failing y'all. Let's see. We need to turn the volume up on this. My computer's going ballistic. My phone's going ballistic. Everything trying to distract.
Said that they did or he did and or didn't. I didn't know who she actually worked for, so. Yeah, well,
There's a lot of BS out there. People saying there's no dogs in.
that's what I heard, and then I read the article from the actual news, and it said that the dogs got a scent that they from an article clothing or something, and then they tracked all the way here, like several
Well,
times.
here's your better one. There was the dispatcher. The call got released from the dispatchers to the deputies and the responding units. In that release of information, you can clearly hear the dispatcher and the cops all say the dog's got to say it's over here in this call.
Okay.
And I mean, for people to say no, it wasn't now you're because
Yeah, and that's what
deputies said that shit in the dispatch.
and that's what everybody kept saying, and I'm like, there's got to be some truth to this because that doesn't make any sense. Like, so yeah, they tracked here. So
Yeah, and then like I said, the path they tracked. So our subdivision, if you're in that subdivision,
yeah, I'm
directly the next subdivision over to the left is our subdivision.
okay.
It's called Victoria Place.
Okay.
The scent that they got, as soon as you turn in our subdivision, you're on Keller. Driving all the way up to the very top of the hill at a four-way, you'll see that to the right, they're cutting in the new road that will link
All this together. Okay.
Yeah. The scent
Is that what he's talking about? Directly right there? Oh.
So a track. Yeah, there's no question. The dogs were all yeah, it was an honor. And do you know how much they actually drained?
They drained the whole thing.
It's okay.
So initially, when they went over to look at it, it was only knee deep. From the picture that you showed me, there's a lot of new runoff.
Yeah, that's what
from where they're cutting. Yeah.
Trying to figure out. I was like, I don't know how shallow it was before or after.
Yeah. I'm 5'9", and it was knee deep. Okay. So, and they even drained it and still walked it.
Okay. So they actually walked it. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that is actually information that was told to me by law enforcement.
Yeah. So they actually
because I went on me and law enforcement they could put me in a vehicle.
Right.
Drove me around and showed me a bunch of stuff. I'm the only one that they've done that with.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that part? He just literally said, we're going to back it up. Hello, Bo, come on in. Law enforcement, and we've heard this. I'm the only one that has done that with them.
So they actually
Hang on. Listen up.
okay. So they actually walked it. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um.
That is actually information that was told to me by law enforcement.
Yeah. So they actually.
Because I went on being law enforcement, they could put me in a vehicle.
Right.
Drove people around.
Okay, one thing I want to know, guys, before we listen to the rest of this. Why was CP allowed in the car with Ellie? Number one. Why was Seth not allowed to be drove around? Or was he? I've never heard he was able to. Why is CP the ringer? Golly, I can't even talk today. The lead working directly with Ellie when it should have been, in my opinion, Katie, the mother that was there, right? And Seth, the father that was at work. So, why the crap was CP put to where the dad's place was instead of the stepdad's, in my opinion? Okay? This should have been a big red flag right from the beginning for everybody, in my opinion. Okay? CP, you took control, buddy. But you know what? You'll never be his daddy. Okay? Seth is his dad. So KK was too broken up. By golly, if something like that happened, God forbid, to my children, okay? I'm going to be wherever I can be to see what's going on. But why was he so involved? In my opinion. Okay? I think that it should have been KP, and if KP was too broken up and torn up, allegedly, then Seth should have been able to ride around with law enforcement, in my opinion.
Showed me a bunch of stuff. I'm the only
Showed him a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
What'd they show
I
you,
can actually
CP?
give you a little bit more information than what everybody's out there running their mouth. No, I'm not going public with it.
No.
But I'm tired of the BS and the rumors.
That's what I kept trying to tell everybody. I was like, it's, the kid. Anyway, I said he left the house, and then the internet went crazy with rumors and speculation. And I was like, I don't go off of rumors. I go off of what we got now. And I said something about that pond. I said, and it just stopped. I said, so that's where I want to go. That's where I want to search and try to figure this out.
So to work backwards from the pond, okay, if you were to walk from the pond, go straight up into the construction site, you'll see where they cut the road and it turns left. If you walk that all the way back, it runs you to our subdivision.
Okay.
If you go down Kellen, all the way down to Stafford, and walk down towards Stafford toward our house. From our house, if you're looking at my house, I'm going to tell you where the dog scent went. They started on the front porch.
Okay.
Goes off the front porch. The dogs cut to the right. They go all the way down the side of the house along the fence.
So they went to the back side, or the back
right
to the north.
If you're looking at my house,
okay,
it's going to be the right hand side. The dog goes all the way down the fence. The dog comes all the way back up into the yard, and then it cuts diagonally to the house next door to us through their backyard, and that's the direction which the dogs take off. Now after that, that's where they get over to the main road, go up Kellen, and head over to the other subdivision.
Okay. I know.
They've had dogs.
How many? Yeah, a lot of dogs.
But day one, there was 5 dogs. There was a Belgian Malinois, a blue heeler, 2 bloodhounds, and a blue tick.
I know with good dogs, like they'll do the track that's on the ground, and then if they smell a stronger scent in the air that's closer, they'll go to that direct scent. So if all the dogs were tracking actually on the ground, then I feel like this is the play, like the spot to figure it out. Because if he would have cross tracked, like actually like headed back, they should have been able to pick up on it, like a good dog.
So in the 8 days of the variance in searching, in the 8 days, on day 1, 5 dogs did that. Out of the 8 days, three different dogs from 3 different groups went to that same area in that same set. On day 1, 2 of those dogs did the same path.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that was the bloodhound and the blue tooth.
And it's probably a better dog.
Yeah, those 2 were probably the better ones. Now the guy, man, I can't remember this guy. I called him Michael, but I think they call him Michelle.
Okay.
He's French. He's out of North Carolina, I believe. He trains.
He teaches he trains canine handlers.
Yes. They brought his dogs out, and one of his dogs did that same path. From what I was told, that's why I was like, well, there we go, folks. That's why out of all the dogs, there was at least 3 consistent hits that do that.
Right. And then what are the strongest path? Yeah, the strongest, most recent scent.
And there was a couple dogs, like one dog went over to Long Hole Pike and got there and he lost the scent. The rest of the dogs all picked up scents, but then they go in all different directions and they lose.
Well, I appreciate your information, and I'm gonna try to figure this out and keep on working at it. And if I get anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, that guy sent you info, Ken Wagner.
Okay.
He's the EMA director from the county. He was the one, I guess, that was doing. He was responsible for the ground searching and the waterways and the caves and everything.
Okay.
If you can reach out to him, he can give you more details as far as like the water.
What's been covered.
Yeah, and the caves and stuff. He'll probably even show you, maybe, I don't know, but I would reach out to him, and he will give you the best physical aspects of the surgery that took place. He's the one that was in charge of it.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, man.
All right.
If you need something,
I'll give you a call.
okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
There we go. So again, it says that he got to ride around with Ellie. In my opinion, that is not normal. That is my opinion, my individual opinion only. But I do not think that is normal. Okay. Anyways, guys, I wanted to show you all this. I'm going to go through and do a lot more studying. I have some things, but, I don't want to just bring people out here, put their face out without knowing things, and we don't ever know what's true and what's 100% sure. Where does that happen? Yeah, Rhonda, exactly. Thank you, Seclusion. I wish I had some pizza. Yeah, I want some pizza. It sounds good, Seclusion. I'm making nachos, homemade nachos tonight. And did you all know that they actually make cinnamon toast crunch icing for cakes? I know we've been all over the place, but did you know that? I'm going to gain so much weight. I got a spice cake that I'm cooking tonight. Oh, barbecue and steak. Sounds good. Got a spice cake tonight. Chili. I love chili too. I've won 5 years in a row on a contest at my kids' school for chili. Actually, it's been a great spaceship ride. I know. All over the freaking place. I know, right, TJ? I'm sorry, guys. But spice cake and cinnamon toast crunch icing. Now, I'm going to have to take some video of that and show you guys. Love spice cake. That sounds good. I really want to know that. Yum. Didn't know that. Yes, Leslie. I found it at the grocery. I just made ribs in the steamer, and oh my gosh, meat. So, okay, y'all are starving me to death. You're having homemade spaghetti, Lori. Kiki's, come on, TJ. Come on, honey. Come on. Little Miss Sharon's salivating there. Daisy says, y'all are making me hungry. Seclusion says, Ultra Power Roller Coaster Ride. Yes, that's right. Mama's having leftovers. We may have to all go to Mama's house. All right. Love you guys. I have loved being here with you guys. I wish I could just, shh. She's being very loud today. Maybe tomorrow will go smooth for me. Yep, we're going to Mama's. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will be doing memberships soon, TJ. Angel Wing says, you're making me hungry. Barbecue honey chicken wings. Oh my gosh, I'm about to starve to death now. Thank you guys for saying great live. TJ, all my mods, thank you so much to all my mods. Daisy Duke, steak and cheese burrito, yum, yum, yum. I'm almost at all my views to where I need to be to have memberships. Yes, thank you for spending your time with Kiki. So the membership should, I'm hoping I'm at like 2,000 watch hours and I got to get to 3,000. So the more y'all watch the videos, the quicker that will come up. So I just want to let y'all know that. Thank you, mods. Thank you, chat. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the streets of YouTube because I'll be listening to a lot of creators tonight, I'm sure. Check out Lady Freedom. Check out Lolly. Check out Hindsight. They are very, very good and informational channels, in my opinion. Love Justin too. Love, Josh does a great job late at night. And Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty's great. Town Chat, check out Town Chat, guys. And we need to, you can drop your link down in my chat anytime, okay? Rhonda, I've got to get with you on the modern thing. Love you guys. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.